Yeah, he owed he gave Lisa $25 because he called Lisa.
God damn. There you go.
It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Some of the bottoms.
You ready? Hey, watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
On first down, Christian. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Alert 3, alert 3. Hey, switch gears. Start.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. Last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is brought in at the 21. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Back to you.
Shotgun snap for Thorson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. Boom. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
1st down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Boom. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Set 50, plant. Pilot, 64, weak.
Now a give, right side. Boom. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons grab it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bryce Love, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their foot. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
8 read. I'm coming after you. Now.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Down. 90 ball. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. 3 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
All right, I'm back again. I charged up on you. Red still in the game.
Still in the game.
All right.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll run with Boone here. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Yeah, man, shit. My feeling keep acting like this, man. I ain't gonna be going to no bar to watch the game. I have to be in this hotel.
Get the football at the 37-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank.
Yeah, I was my goddamn stomach act up today. Then tomorrow when I'm on that plane. Yeah, that's the worst feeling.
What time you fly out tomorrow?
Because Will rhyme with skill.
My plane gonna leave at 1:20.
But desire, we'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Here's Thorson on 1st and 10.
So I got to be there around about 12 o'clock.
Left side, he's got it complete. Just a yard on the catch.
Shit, I asked Colvin when he fly out. That motherfucker said 0-500.
Able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
He about to do all his running around.
Here's Love
right now.
Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right
come 8 o'clock, he gonna be probably at his cousin's house watching the game.
With a 3rd and 8.
You know you gotta watch the game. Shit. Yeah, like I said, today I ain't doing no drink or no nothing. Goddamn, I guess I'm gonna be trying to get all this shit out of my stomach and
on third
chilling
down,
out, watching these games. Cause I guess
and he's got
packing my shit up.
Calvin Ridley past the 20, touchdown Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Trying to lay one up deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Trying to toss play to Love. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Bro, I'll pop this nigga in the house point blank to the face, bro. This nigga looked at me and said, bullets don't affect me.
Now on 2nd and 16. Thorson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now.
In front of me,
they don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Bro, if you don't melee this nigga.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their
staring at him with the field, like, what's up?
2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
I don't know what they're doing because the nigga's right there to his right.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Time limit. I don't think they got enough time to disable it. 2.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead.
Yeah.
It completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I grabbed that nigga right in the face.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Get it.
On first down, here's Love. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
On 2nd down, Love. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Thorson. And he gets this one to Ridley complete.
The fuck out of him.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
There you go. Oh. Now that's all left. Dang, we about to skunk these niggas.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
And we about to get the full time limit again. Yep.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down now, it's Love, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run again with Love on first down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Yeah, bro.
Here we go.
Following the pickup
right, bro. Everybody that look like
6.
a person. Hey, any human, bro, got to get it.
Thorson, play action. Floating one, incomplete. The intended target was
you see how that pistol
Ridley.
too?
And that'll make
I was like, that bitch rain too.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Yeah, they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
I put a shield on my back.
From the gun, it's Thorson. He's going to rifle up, and that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now McManus for the extra point.
Fuck that fast speed I'm using, goddamn. Really loaded.
And it is now 21-0.
your bullets maxed out. So if you find your gun on the ground when you dead, you don't shoot nothing and reload, you can't pick no bullets up.
Set now to kick this one away, and
I'll be doing that with shotgun. That R9, that R9O, I'll put that 2 extension up there and that fully loaded. I'll be having goddamn 18 in the chamber, and like 108 on 108 shells in my pocket. I never run out of shells. I'ma die first.
Here are the Vikings now to start
my
their
shotgun,
next
though.
drive.
That R9.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores.
Just as hard as that goddamn Model 680.
Inability to put any points
you can shoot twice before you gotta
and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're gonna get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, that one? Oh, yeah.
To Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Go to sleep. And I got the suppressors on that bitch.
Going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Headquarters.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately. I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, flag.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Thorson looks to throw on first down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught at the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Bro, how the fuck is this nigga pistol shot through the shield?
In front.
In order to lead in the game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Who shot? My pistol ain't go through that ninja shield, though. cheap motherfucker.
What's for breakfast? I want you to look at the time it is.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game, a chance for the
Ain't no
offense
breakfast. You slept through
to put
breakfast.
something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
How you want me to cook you some breakfast and you went up?
How they were going to get that done.
You know you're more than welcome to go in there and put you a pizza in the oven if it's one of the. You got breakfast sandwiches, then eat your breakfast sandwiches.
12 to 16. I think in the second half you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down. Boom. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready? Hey, team 6. Team 6.
She didn't want to put her sock on because she was talking about her foot.
2nd and 4. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete.
Charlie.
The coverage there too strong.
You got to put your socks on to go to the store with Mama.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have
to
over
here, Charlie.
Balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down. Boom. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And they'll get this
It's
one down
raining
to the
outside.
20-yard line. 13 yards as the
You
Vikings
want me
pick
to
up the
help
first
you put them
down.
on? Okay, sit back.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Back to throw here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Oh, okay.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
God damn, bro.
They're going to look to throw.
And
that's going to be incomplete.
I ran up on
A
the
lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Go, go.
Yes, Charlie.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught by Diggs.
Charlie, you was there when I bought that for you.
Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Yes, Charlie. Yes. You're welcome, Charlie.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
Man, this nigga was up behind me, bro.
He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Thank you, Charlie. Okay.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try and throw on third down. Here's Thorson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I hit the corner shooting where this nigga was at.
Now a give running right is Love. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 41-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Small.
Thorson drops on 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
Bro,
and he's taken
so I didn't mean you, bro.
Before reaching the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. This is Love. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Love again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Drummond. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time to go play action and throw the ball.
I got shot and did the fucking
say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line.
You need to take a shower, sir.
Yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out. Does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
Excuse the hell out of me.
Stand. I know what I would call
take a shower now.
I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
You have to put the bees in the string.
What are you talking, Charlie? I don't.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
So what?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
I didn't even.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, I play 2K. I'm trying not to drop this thing that she just gave me.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Wow. Flash my fucking self around the horn.
2nd and 3. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. 8-3. Ricky. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a splash of credit for hanging in there and making something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's a quick hitch route. The throw complete.
Charlie, sit there and be quiet.
Down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I am. You can see me, Charlie. What do you want?
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, so.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Falcons grab it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They go play action. Now Thorson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Thorson, and the pressure gets to him again. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Thorson. The 20. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, They're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Damn.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
Yeah.
Now a give, right side. Drummond. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
That one looks like he'll throw here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15.
I'm up 45-7.
Line on the return. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge.
123, 113, Keisha Lakers.
That's been difficult for them all game long.
On the ready. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
So how the fuck they kill him?
They'll go with Boone. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Again, they're going to go with Boone. And an alley to run. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Check 55.
They'll run on first down. Drummond, he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8.